All right.
Yeah.
Yes. From a rowdy Camarillo, California, we're at Carly's Camarillo Bowl for the title matches of today's JBT event. We got both divisions at once today. Mark Hugelmaier on a white-hot streak in 2011, looking to win his 4th title in 6 JBT events. That is getting near unprecedented territory. But he's going up against a newcomer as far as reaching the title match in top seed Leah Zweig, and he's giving a lot of pins. He starts spare strike. This is second frame action. He spared in the first. He is giving 67 pins to young Leah. There she is. She struck in her first shot on the title match. She looks about as comfortable as an elephant in a small space. I'm saying she looks uncomfortable. I tried to say she looks uncomfortable. Luis can't believe it. Alright. First time in a title match is scary for anybody, let alone when you're the young lady out of 3 bigger guys there. Get over there, ball. Crosses over a little bit, leaves a 6-10. Leah, part of the successful Zweig duo today, as Matt Zweig almost won Powerball today. Came inches away from the 5-counting needle and ended up almost getting a strike with some crazy pin action. Ryan Peden in the scratch division title match. Tickles the 7, but it doesn't quite fall. It's an all NorCal. Whoop! That does need to be respot there, folks. Can someone grab a respot the 7 only, please?
Michael Ma's on the
Oh, Leah misses the 6.
It's okay, girl. It's okay, girl. Yeah, that was.
So while they're respotting that 7 pin, that gives us a chance to recap what's going on today. Today played a little bit easier than expected, and by a little bit, we mean a lot, as we had 2 bowlers, not 1 but 2 bowlers, approach our all-time 8-game scoring record. That record is plus 503. William Haverland set that back in 2004. Scott Boyle here, your top seed, needed 225 and a win in his last game to set that record. Didn't quite get that, but still qualified first at plus 481. How do you go plus 481? Like this: 78, 79, 27, 44, 56, 57, 48. Oh, there he is. That was who he was playing. And then 200 even to finish it off. The rowdy NorCalers using advantage of the break to make their noise there. Scott has had an unbelievable 2011. He won the Team USA trials, adult and junior. He beat every adult, some of the best amateur and pro bowlers in the entire country. So that's one heck of an accomplishment. Coming back here to try and beat up on the little kids. And right behind Scott today was second seed Wesley Lowe, also bowled one of the top 10 8-game totals we've ever had, a plus 446. He ran into some hard luck though and lost to Peden 218 to 184 in the semifinals. Before that, Peden beat Joe Lewandowski and opened up with a 2-pin win over Curtis Lindemann. So he's won 3 matches to get to this point and make it an all NorCal title match. Does anybody work back there behind the lanes?
Is he going for more?
Let's see. That's what we all want to know. Meanwhile, over in the handicap division, Brian Rondeau won round 1, 220 to 190 over Brooke Martinez. Ricardo Mendoza then won round 2 over Rondeau. And then it was Hugelmaier over Mendoza in the semifinal. So everybody's won 1 game and lost the next one so far in handicap. There's that 7 pin. We'll see if that iced the kicker at all. Get a chance to spare that up. Meanwhile, Boyle's going to go up in his second frame with the strike working. Come on, Travis, you said you wanted to do all this stuff. Good shot, but a half 7 pin for him. Hey, look, Travis insists on making an appearance whenever he's down here. Travis in the top 5 in points. It's pretty impressive when a guy from NorCal cracks the top 5 in SoCal points. That means a lot of traveling, so he's had a great year. Boyle cross lane at that 7. He's going to go way hard and straight at it and miss it. My goodness. So early lead for Peden, courtesy of that missed 7, and Leah will have the lead for most of this match no matter what happens, because Mark's got to work on digging into that 67 pin handicap difference. Left side looked pretty good today. Both sides look pretty good today, but the left is going to hold up longer on a pattern like this because there's less play on the left side. So you're going to see the lefties still right around second or third arrow where Hugelmaier is.
Yeah, they would.
Whereas if the righties have hand rotation, they're going to be extremely deep. However, neither of the two righties that we have in the title match today are a high rev rate player, so you're not going to see them as deep as possible. And that may be the reason why you still see them bowling today. As if you had a lot of hand rotation, you had to get really far left really quickly today. And eventually just ran out of boards. Most of the bowlers did. A lot of the righties were in front of the ball return or throwing it as hard as they could, and that's advantage lefty or advantage straighter player, which is one of the reasons Peden is here. Bowling is a mix of power and accuracy. You can have all the power in the world. If you don't know where it's going, it's not going to help you, and you can be as accurate as heck, but if you got no power, the ball's not going to drive through. Every bowler balances that differently. Leah, just a beginning bowler to 116 average. She killed that 116 average today, going plus 295. So say goodbye, 116 average. And had a high game of 196 scratch today. So big scores out of an awful lot of bowlers today.
You want to bet $10?
And Peden creeps up high there, leaving the 4-7. So as we often see on our higher scoring tournaments, we often see not very high scoring title matches. It's because once the easy lanes blow up and there's nowhere else to go, they suddenly become hard lanes. As Zweig misses both those frames left, she's visibly nervous, and the lanes have had an hour and a half more play on them, so they're hooking a little more on her too. She's going to have to make that adjustment later on in this game. On YouTube, Roslyn, on JBT 900. Just type in JBT and Camarillo on YouTube and you'll find these videos. Fix it, Travis. Fix everything, Travis. Here's Boyle in the third. There's a strike for the lefty.
That's right.
They love it.
And that is my brother. Sorry.
They love it.
Nope. Yeah.
Well, the air's a little different in Northern California. It's all right. So every open for Leah is a chance for Hugelmaier to carve into that big handicap difference. He's been clean through 3. You would think he would need to catch a couple doubles here to make up that much difference, but Leah's got to start marking here too. If she doesn't mark, it makes it easier on Mark. And Mark will make it easier on Mark if Mark throws a lot of strikes like that. That's a good mark for Mark. 10 in the pit for the lefty. Leah's obviously her first title match. Does she have any top 5s at all even? No, so this is her first appearance in the finals overall. So a fantastic job either way out of Zweig, and that's going to go left. It's a pretty good shot, leaves the 5 pin, the hands go up. I want a drink.
No, I don't want
Not a high 5, you should left a 5 pin. What's wrong with you people?
I want it. Count how many hands there.
You want what?
I want a ring pop.
Oh, okay.
You better cut that thunder. Can you cut that out? Okay, now you need to count how many.
Make a little, She's buying. She left the 5 pin.
You missed
It's a free
it.
drink if she missed it.
You just missed
Leah owes me a drink in the year 2034 when she's eligible to drink. Don't worry. So you see Peden, you see all these crankers all the time in the junior ranks. Ryan uses a lot less hand rotation, but watch this tape over again. He's going to hit the same mark over and over and over. However, he's going to have to change that mark as 3 out of his 4 balls have been high. This pair may be a little bit drier than the previous pair that he was on. You generally don't see, well, seeing a whole lot of Mr. Schaefer right now, and now you're going to see, another 10 in the pit from Boyle if Mr. Schaefer wouldn't move. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Ryan, an excellent spare shooter, cross lane, no trouble at the 3-6. And we got an even match with that spare. One thing you do see as a lefty is you don't see as many of the crankers on the left-hand side, because generally with the less lane play, they can stay further left on the lane. They don't need that mega rotation to bring the ball back to the pocket. So you kind of see those tweener balls a lot more on the left side, and Boyle and Hugelmaier are both textbook versions of that, and Mark catches that double and is in fine shape in this match already. Over the years, when we have this very low handicap versus very high handicap, it's really played out about 50-50. Sometimes the lower average bowler looks up at that big kid and goes, oh my gosh, how am I ever gonna hang with him? Just as many times the higher average bowler sees that handicap difference and goes, oh my goodness, how am I ever gonna hang with her? So far advantage Hugelmaier early, but a lot of game left to play. Peden just a slight move to the left and gets right back in the 1-3 pockets. See if Zweig can make this the hard way. Nope, not that way. So 4 opens in a row for Leah. She's going to have to get on track here to make this a game. See the classic lefty form of Scott Boyle. He's going to have that medium-high backswing, that medium-high rev rate, and just force those pins down. Can't tell you how much of an accomplishment that is to win team trials as still a youth bowler. Exceptional. Hugelmaier working on a double here.
Hold on to this.
Big shot for him to get a big lead early. Rowdy fans. Oh yeah, make it 3 in a row for Mark. Boy, is he looking good in this title match. He's got the experience at this point. Those 3 wins on our tour since January. I know he won a JST event. He has been doing nothing but winning. And for poor Leah right here, it's an uncomfortable position, that's for sure, but we still got time. That ball's just taken a lot on her, and it's a tough move for a younger average bowler when the lanes get this dry. Stay with us here for part 2.